Say, Meredith, do you think we evolved from gnathostomes?
It is a possibility, because as you can see, we have jaws, which you're using to crunch, crunch, crunch on your Captain Crunch, which gnathostomes got when their jaws evolved from skeletal rods that supported their gills. So it is a possibility.
Interesting.
But we don't have lateral line systems, so probably not.
Good point.
Good afternoon, AP Biology Period 7. We're looking for fossils.
More specifically, we're looking for gnathostomes.
Gnathostomes first appeared about 470 million years ago.
They have paired fins and tails which allow them to functionally swim.
Their jaws enabled them to grab prey or bite chunks of flesh.
Plazoderms were the earliest fossils in the record, and they're armored vertebrates.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Acanthodians were a group of jawed vertebrates found during the Devonian period, which lived in fresh and salt water. They disappeared about 360 million years ago.
And plazoderms became extinct a few million years later.
Oh look! A fossil!
Here we are with a Codricthian.
A real shark.
A Codricthian is an organism whose skeleton is mainly composed of a cartilage and some calcium, like a shark, rays, and other relatives of that family.
The distribution of the bone in the body is a derived condition.
And there's about 750 species of them.
Sharks keep swimming because they may sink, and so the water is continuously flowing through the mouths and the gills so they can get oxygen.
Many rest on the sea floor, and they use their muscles of jaw and pharynx to pump water over their gills.
They could eat plankton or meat with their several rows of teeth.
They eat a lot, but their digestive tract is shorter than many other vertebrates.
A spiral valve is a corkscrew-shaped ridge inside the organism that prolongs the passage of food through the digestive tract.
And they have very acute senses that are adaptations that go along with the active carnivorous lifestyle of sharks, just like this one.
Sharks have sharp eyesight, but they're colorblind.
And they have nostrils for smelling, not breathing.
They have regions of skin in the head that can detect electric fields.
And their eggs are fertilized internally.
Sharks can have their eggs fertilized in 3 different ways, and the birth system is very detailed.
Offspring are delivered to the world by swimming through the reproductive, excretory, and digestive system, and through the cloaca to freedom, so they can swim freely.
However, the cousins of the shark are ray dwellers. Rays, which are bottom dwellers. That means they use their jaws to crunch on mollusks and crustaceans.
Chondrichthyans have changed little in 300 million years.
He's the same as he was 3 million years ago. 300 million.
Yeah.
He's angry! Hey Kelly, do you want to check out my osteichthyans?
Osteich, what?
Osteichthyans!
What are those?
Osteichthyans are organisms with a bony endosystem and a hard matrix of calcium phosphate.
Where do they live?
Underwater.
How do they breathe?
Well, most fish breathe by drawing water over 4 or 5 pairs of gills in chambers protected by a bony flap called an operculum.
Wow. But you know, when I try to swim, I sink.
You'd think most fish would sink, but they could control their buoyancy with an air sac called a swim bladder.
Gee, Meredith, you are so smart. Tell me more.
Well, Kelly, almost all fish are covered by flat and bony scales that differ in structure, as well as a slimy mucus that reduces drag during swimming.
Well, with all that swimming, how do they make friends?
They use their lateral line system.
Really? What's that?
A lateral line system is a system of organs on the side of the fish that can sense vibrations.
You don't say.
Ew.
Now, what if they become more than friends?
Well, then, are oviparous and lay external eggs.
Awesome.
Whoa! What are you?
I'm a lobe-fin fish.
A what?
A lobe-fin fish. What are you?
I'm a ray fin fish. My fins are supported by bony rays and are modified for maneuvering, defense, and other functions.
Wow, I have rod-shaped bones surrounded by a thick layer of muscle in pectoral and pelvic fins.
That's awesome. Where are you from?
I'm from the coastal wetlands. What about you?
I originated in freshwater. However, I can survive in fresh or salt water.
Cool.
Hey, why are your fins so funny looking?
Well, my ancestors told me that they were probably used to walk underwater.
That's awesome. Still have any relatives around?
Unfortunately, only about 3 living lineages are still living.
That's awesome. I'm a major source of protein.
That's real cool.
Well, a tetrapod is an organism with limbs that support its weight on land and feet with digits to allow them to transmit muscle generated forces to the ground when they walk. Jeff's head is separated from his body by a neck, as does a tetrapod's. His head can also swing from side to side. The bones of the pelvic girdle, which attach to the hind legs, are fused to the backbone. And a tetrapod does not have gills. However, tetrapods evolved into birds and whales. Jeff is not a bird, nor is he a whale. That means he did not evolve from a tetrapod.
Okay.
Hi, now we're looking for tetrapods. Tetrapods may have become more progressively limb-like when the rest of the body remained very, stayed aquatic.
Diversity of tetrapods emerged during the Devonian and Carboniferous periods.
And these are known as amphibians, which is the life stage of many frog species that live in water than in land. For instance, a frog.
Most amphibians are found in damp habitats, but they can live in drier habitats too.
Fertilization for amphibians is external in most, but the eggs may be carried by the parent.
Oh look, another fossil!
A fossil? Oh my god!
Amniotes, a group of tetrapods whose extant members are reptiles, including birds and mammals.
Hey, Kelly!
Hey,
Look
Rick.
what I found!
What's that?
An amniotic egg!
What's that?
Kelly, aren't you studying? You should know an amniotic egg is an egg that contains 4 specialized membranes.
Oh wait, that's the amnion, the chorion, the yolk sac, and the allantoids.
Those are the key evolutionary innovations for terrestrial life.
Don't drop that, it looks like it'll break.
Well, Kelly, the shell seems to be inflexible. However, eggshells of many reptiles are leathery and flexible.
You don't say.
These are some of the key adaptations amniotes have acquired to live on land. Also, they have acquired rib cages to ventilate their lungs.
Neat. Guess I should get back to studying.